everybody's sign. This is Claudia from Olivos Art Studio coming to you from Santiago, Chile. A little wobbly here. Bear with me. Lord. I had it all set up and then I moved it. I'm just gonna leave it. That's good enough. I know it's got this big thing here. But there's nobody here yet. Just has to be. Nobody's here yet. God. Hello, Danielle. You're the first one here. I'm talking to myself, just me and spirit. The notification worked. Oh, that's great. Yeah. It was just me talking to myself. Or I thought, if anybody sees this on the replay, because I struggled for a long time, I was trying to get rid of this on camera, but I wasn't able to. So I was wiggling the camera and, I always say I'm not going to erase the live, but I do put a lot of them. I just put them in private, and so they're only seen live usually. Hello, Lulu. Hello, Susie. How do you know Lulu's on here? Oh, there, I see her now. Lulu, thank you so much for posting that magazine cover. I appreciate it so, so much because I had no idea that they were going to do that. So let me see. I'm going to turn this around and show you my face and look you in the eye. Okay. I always forget which way to look on here. I think it's much too close to my face. There. Yeah, so thank you so much, Lulu, because they had told me they were going to do that in June. June, not this past June, but the June prior, so June 2020, and then they said September, and then I just quit asking, and they never notified me that they were going to do it. So I was super surprised, and I love the way it looks. I love what they did with it, and I'm hoping they're going to send me a copy, or I have to, go online and get a copy. Oh, thank you, Lulu. Yeah, it looks really good. Must look at Facebook magazine. Oh yeah. So my Kuyen, let me see if I can grab it on my Facebook, but my Cuyen, you know, from the deck, the Mapuche goddess was used on Witches and Pagan, which is, I think it's the number one magazine of, you know, of that genre of, you know, pagans and witches. And they have two or three other, Lulu, do you know the other publications that they do? Because they do, um, I know they have at least two other publications because there are two other goddesses that are supposed to go on covers in the future. You know, like I said, I don't know when, because I didn't even know that this was going to happen. And and I can't remember which ones are the two other goddesses that they chose. I can't remember, but there's two other ones. I think Caradwin may be one of them, but I'm not sure. Thank you. It's been around forever, right? I think it's the longest running magazine of its kind, at least in the US. And then they have these other two magazines that are of that same kind of, uh, you know, genre. Is that what we would call it, right? And then there's this other thing that I got an email from Hollywood actually, and they're going to be using my chakra painting on an episode of this, like, teen kind of, um I don't really know. I honestly had not heard of the show, but it's been a show that's been running since 2019, called Good Trouble. That's what it's called. And you know, looked pretty cool. And I said, yeah, of course. And so, oh, thank you, Susie. Thank you so much. And so, you know, they purchased the painting, which I thought, that's, you know, that's nice, because there's a lot of artists that, you know, would just like, oh, I'll send it to you free, but they bought the painting. And it made me think about, you know, unfortunately, the Catholic Church, who didn't did not buy the painting to use it, you know. And I thought it's interesting, you know, how, anyway, I'm not gonna get into that, but that's cool. I don't know what episode, I don't know anything yet. I just know that it's gonna go. um I don't know if maybe, I don't know anything about it, just the chakra painting. And I just asked them that it wouldn't be used in any kind of, you know, in any kind of negative way on the, you know, the essence behind the piece and chakras. And they said, no, absolutely not. And that's all that I asked. And I haven't signed the contract yet. So I assume I'll know more with that. Sage Woman is the other magazine. Oh, right. They already had one of my pieces on Sage Woman. What piece was it? I have a copy in the US. I can't remember what it was. Oh, thank you, Susie. Thank you so much. It's really an honor. You know, it's an honor to have that. And it's neat, you know, to excuse me, to kind of be able to I mean, really, it it saves my life. It saved my life in the past times. You know, when I've been having a really, really bad day and I get an email from someone that tells me, you know, how much my art has touched them, you know, that's what's really, you know, that's, I mean, there's a lot of things that I wish I could share, but they're really personal, where people write me about, um, you know, how they heal through the art or through the cards, you know, and or how they use the cards in their practice, and that's so huge, you know. It's especially because also, well, not especially because, but also always, always my, I don't know if it's the incense or just the pollution in the city, but always my heart was with healing and with art. So like a lot of you know that I was a therapist for a little while, and you know, and here it is. So I'm just so blessed. I have to remind myself a lot of times that I'm working, you know, I have all this anxiety, like I have to get to work, I have to get to work, I have to finish this to get to work, and then I have to remind myself I am working. I'm gonna go get some water, but I'll be right back. Okay, I have here they sell little powdered, you know, like powdered juice, but they're sweetened with stevia. They're so good. Oh, thank you. It's not I guess it wouldn't be called a movie. It would be like a TV show, maybe. It's what it is. It's like a series. I don't know what things are called anymore because I don't have HBO. I just watch Netflix, and even with that, you know, like they're like the night soap operas, and I don't know. This seems to be like a like a Gen Z type of show. It's neat to like reach that audience too. Yeah, I guess it's like a series. Yeah, reach it touches so many people's hearts. That is whoa. That's really humbling. Do you want to see what I've been working on now? Um, I'm kind of, please send me good vibes and prayers because I, you know, I mentioned to you all that I came, well, I came obviously to see family and friends that I love and I miss so much because it's been like 7 years now that I've been living back and forth, and I've created really beautiful connections with people here in Chile, which is was a whole idea. But now it kind of hurts a lot that I'm going back, and only after a month, you all, I have cried. It's like moving, you know. I'm hoping to come back in September, but it's like a move. It's like I'm no longer going to be living in both places. And so I've been mourning a lot. The time is flying by. I'm halfway through and I feel, and I haven't sold my car. I'm still having major problems with my bank. So send me vibes and prayers, and I'm having a hard time with leaving already. I wasn't at first. I was like, I gotta go home. I just want to go home. And I was really missing the dogs. And then like 3 days ago, I started thinking, "Oh my goddess, I'm halfway through. I'm leaving in 2 weeks," and I started freaking out. I haven't watched, but used to watch the show. It seemed from the Fosters about an LB. Oh, really? Oh, I love that. Where did you see it, Danielle? Is it like an HBO show or thank you, Susie. I appreciate that. It's been really stressful. I did find a couple that helped me wash my car. I had to have the batteries replaced. My car was like a big dust ball. I kid you not, I've never seen such a dirty car. It looked just like a powdered gray donut. And it was parked in an underground garage. How, I mean, okay, it gets cementy, but I mean, it was a dust ball. The tires were flat, the battery was dead. I left the battery disconnected. Well, I had a neighbor disconnect it for me. And at some point, um, two times I had someone that looked at it because I was trying to sell it, and someone left it disconnected. So oh, it was just a nightmare. And then my bank's not, so it's been really hard, very stressful. And but finally, I was giving my son advice about the fact that worrying doesn't help. And I was giving him all this advice, and then when I hung up the phone with him, I was like, hypocrite. I'm so stressed. I'm so worried. I'm like sleeping 5 hours a day a night because I'm waking up at 5 a.m. and and I got really upset with the bank, and I've been just really worried, and it hasn't helped. So I was able to finally kind of let go and relax, and then I realized I'm halfway through. So um, so thank you, says Susie. Oh, thank you, Danielle. Oh, thank you, Lulu. Hulu, and oh, Danielle, you're this techie person. Someday, you should fly out to DC or even here and help me with all my techie stuff. Hulu is huge. Yeah, I just can hardly turn anything on. And that's what I was talking to my family, because they were like, I was willing to help. I was willing to pay somebody help me do all the paperwork and everything to get my car inspected and all these things and tags and everything, that I don't know how to do that here in Chile. And uh, and I explained to them, like, I would happily mow the lawn, wash the dishes, weed, and do, I don't know, manual things. But doing paperwork things really stresses me out. And having to sell a car, like, I don't, and plus I have to change from dollars to pesos. I'm just, ooh. All right. So how are you all doing? And I'm going to pull a card for us as the collective, and then I'm going to pull a card for each one of you, and then I'm going to show you what I've been working on to take with me, hopefully. How's everybody doing? There's a slim chance that I may be able to work with a shaman, with a Mapuche shaman from Cuyen, from the cover of the magazine. If that were to happen, then I would stay here longer. But I have to go back to the U.S. I really need to go back um, to be there. I feel I have to be there for my son's girlfriend. As some of you know, her mom passed 3 years ago, and her father passed 2 months ago, and her birthday is on the 17th. And I just, I want to be there for her, honestly. Um, that's why I need to go back, honestly. Thank you. I feel like I'm talking to my friends, and you're helping me think this through. Oh, I'm glad you're doing well. Good, says Susie. Yay. I had a great birthday, Athena. Oh, I saw those pictures of you holding that owl. Oh, really? Yes, I'm so glad. That was really good to see that you had such a great time. I'm glad you're doing well too, Lulu. I know, I got that with the owl. Oh, much love and prayers to you all too. All right. Yeah. Um, if you can imagine it's not going to be easy for her. She said she didn't want to celebrate this year, her birthday, but you know, she's turning 25. 17 crows. Oh, wow. Wow. I was just talking to somebody here about befriending crows because here in Chile, or here in Santiago at least, you don't see that many birds. And back in DC, if it weren't for Pasita and Snoopy that bark so loud, I bet I could befriend some crows. All right, I have my bell back. See what message comes for us this week. Oh, nice. Money, wealth. I think it's good because it's April. It's tax season. So I see this yellow tear showing up for us as a good good sign for us. All of us. This is for us as a collective, Yellow Terra. Also, is the new moon, as I mentioned in this TikTok that I made, which by the way, I'm going live on TikTok a lot. I never know what time, so I just jump on. But new moon, this was the first new moon of the year, and from the beginning of time when people followed the moon and the stars and astrology. So the new moon was after the spring equinox, which is the beginning, right? That's the beginning when flowers come in, when there's new animals born in the spring, and that was the new year. So it is like the beginning of the year, and so we're getting like a blessing for this whole year. Oh, thank you, Susie. Yeah, I love crows and owls also. Hoping Yellow Terra helps. Oh, yes. So do some, write these on a piece of paper and make an offering to Yellow Terra. Your needs, maybe place them under a jar with the new moon water. If you have some, just see what spirit leads you to do with the energy of Yellow Terra. It's got me working on great offerings. I'm planning an online group. Oh, nice. Oh, you have such great ideas. I love that. Yes, prayers and blessings to you, Danielle, and for everybody also with all of our um, finances reining in. That's what I got. I got like, let the money just kind of, that song, It's Raining Man. It's like, it's raining wealth and prosperity, which is not necessarily always money, but it's the ability to do the things that we want to do when we want to do them, right? Okay, so I'll show you my paintings. No, let me pull a card for you first, and then I will show you my paintings. So give me a number from 1 2, 6. So the series that I'm working on and I'm shuffling my cards as I'm speaking to you. This series is I'm thinking that I'm probably going to work it into a tarot deck. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe another oracle deck, but I can't. Maybe. Time for magical people to be prosperous again so we can enjoy life more and help more people. Yes. 1. All right, Susie. So, blessings for Susie. You have a 1. Guyen. So, your ancestors. I see Kuyen as being, very, very much calling in, of course, your ancestors, but also being very much about your getting in touch with like spirit, whatever it is that speaks to you in terms of like parallel universes, Akashic records, anything mystical of that sort. Yeah. Five. I hope that speaks to you, Susie. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Oh, there's Yellow Tara. Who had asked for Yellow Tara? Danielle. Danielle, look at that. So take it. Take it, take it. Got it twice, because that's the other thing too when we're reading this, so you can think about the cards together. So Yellow Tara, which is for the collective, plus the one that whichever card you get personally, and see how they speak to you together. So for Susie, it would be something something to do with wealth. I don't know, could it be something to do with wealth and ancestors? Is there anything like that that resonates with you? I don't know, just something for you to think about with the cards. Okay, so Lulu, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Gaia, evolution. So, like an example, maybe if these were my cards, I'm not saying this is for you, Lulu, because I'm just, just spirit working through me to pull the cards. It's like a dream interpretation, right? So what do you get from them? So if these were, maybe making it up, but say you're thinking of signing up for a course that would help you on your spiritual path. Maybe this means, this is like a confirmation to go ahead and spend the money on the course. Just an example of how you can use the cards together. Let me know if anybody has like 2 that work together for you like that. Wishing us all, yes, abundance. Exactly. Yeah, abundance. That's what's most important. Be able to do what we want to do when we want to do it. It doesn't always come through as money. could be opportunities. Like, remember the nurse that I told you that I studied with for using psilocybin shrooms? Well, she has she had gotten this like great job. She was so happy. She was going to start it on Monday, being working with the psychiatrist that's using psilocybin for uh, it, to help people who are working through substance abuse issues, right? And she was really happy with that. Well, this person contacted her who saw her through TikTok, and they love her because, I mean, you would love her too. She's amazing. And they love her, and they said, hey, we want you to be our nurse for these retreats they do in Mexico 1 week out of the month. And they said, name your salary, you'll be our nurse. And she named the salary she wanted, like her dream salary, and all expenses paid to fly her out there, all her expenses while she's there, and she works once a week. And I mean, her dream. And she starts Monday, and she was supposed to start her other job. I mean, wow, right? And that's the kind of stuff that's abundance, It's, dream big, and dream without without being really with an ability to be open to the opportunities that can be much bigger than you ever envisioned, and that can really be like your dream, like, amazing. Is there anybody else? Wait, Lulu, did I pull yours for ancestral signs? Yes, Lulu, I pulled Gaia for you. Yes, okay. Yeah, isn't that amazing? Yeah, and she deserves it, and she will be great, great at it. She's such a beautiful soul. I mean, that sounds like a great, you know, wonderful thing itself, just to be able to go somewhere and take part of something that's helping other people heal through nature and just through connection and love. She was sick. Oh no. How do you know, Danielle? Okay, I will pull one for her. Can you please let her know? How did you know she was sick? Okay, let's see. I'm gonna choose number 7 for her. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 7. She got yellow Tara also. Yes, thank you, Lulu. So they must approve. A sign from the ancestors because I have been investing in crypto. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Susie, do you have a pendulum? And if you don't, make yourself a pendulum. But what I would suggest is that you ask your pendulum a yes or no question in regards to the message from your ancestors. Did you see how the candle just changed? Just just to be sure whether that's a yes or a no from your ancestors. I just saw the candlelight change. Hey, Elena. Yay, Danielle. It's for you, Danielle. I think it's interesting that, like, you're passing the message on, and here you've got yellow Tara again. So you've got to ride that energy. And with Susie, I would just, yeah. Did you see that with the candle, everybody? Elena, give me a number 1 to 6. I'm not saying, Susie, that it's not. Maybe you just want to. Maybe you just need like a strong yes, like a real strong yes, or maybe it's a no. I don't know. Not COVID. Oh, good. Oh, bless her heart. Hello, Maria. So, Maria, you give me a number 1 to 6. You know that you love that. Yeah. Okay, 6. We're all good. So, I have one of my paintings on the cover of a magazine. I know Elena saw that. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 for Elena. Oh, Ixchel. Fertility and healing. And for Maria and Elena, this is the card for the collective for this week. It's Yellow Terra for wealth and prosperity, so you can think about them and and how they interact. The one for the collective and your personal card. Can you hear my neighbor crying? Six, popular number today. Oh, I'm so glad you were able to join us also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Hera. So, pay attention to the things that you long for, that you might see in others' lives, because that is an indicator to those things that you want to call into your life. And again, how does that speak to you? And I think it's really good to to journal with that. I'm gonna go ahead and get one for me, and then I'll go ahead and show you my paintings before I end the live. Chickens and cats and dogs. No, that's not a chicken. This is a dog. A dog and a cat and a dog. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. And it is Mary Magdalene with Courage and Visionary. Of using Ixchel for mourning my... Oh, I didn't know that, Elena. I'm so sorry to hear that. When did that happen? I have gotten to the point where things are really busy in my life, so I don't get to see a lot as much of the social media as I would like to, even though I'm on social media a lot, posting a lot, but I don't catch as much of stuff as I used to. Yeah, we're so sorry, Elena. Sending deepest condolences for that. Oh, is it, Susie? Thank you. Thank you. It's interesting because when we sent the cards, the images to the publisher, they had both of the Mary Magdalene images, and we both thought that they would choose the other one, and they chose this one, which made me really happy. Because I guess she was the original of that. He passed away Monday. His vision came to me oh, so sorry, Elena. That happened to me when my dad passed. Big, big hugs to you. So, are you planning to do an altar then with? What are you planning to do with that? You know, and feel free to post this. Then this goes for all of you. Please feel free to post all those kinds of personal things in the Facebook group. I mean, that's really why I created the Facebook group, is that you can go in there and just, just say this is what I'm going through, or if you have a kid graduating, or a grandchild, or having a kid, or having a birthday, or whatever, post those types of things, your needs, your celebrations, just feel free to post when you need support, especially, you know. Oh, that's so neat. I bet that'll be beautiful. Yeah. I'd like to go to Isla Mujeres sometime, because that's her place. So I'm sending you so much love. I forgot you left Facebook. I'm gonna go ahead and show you what I'm working on. So these go with, remember the other black and white ones that we sort of released them, but not really. So the idea is for me to finish these in the next couple of days, so they can be dry enough to travel, and then we will release them all together. Yes, it will be a beautiful Ixchel altar. Thank you. So they still need some work. And they're still, as you can see, they're very wet. By the way, as of last night, I am now at the same time as back in DC, East Coast time. Oh, thank you so much. I know, I agree, Lulu. I really enjoy making them also. So from really colorful to that, so it's fun. All right, ladies, thank you so much for stopping by on another Sunday and chat. I love you all so much. Remember that I am on TikTok mostly, and I'm trying to do one live daily. And if you need anything, just message me through Instagram or email. I think so, Elena. I think so. Not, I mean, that's off the record and unofficial, but I'm kind of thinking that that's what it should be. Oh, love you all. You're so welcome. Yes, love and prayers to all. Think of a night for a pajama party. Yes. Wait, when does that run out for you, Danielle? Because that was like a trial that you had, right? When is your date? If maybe we could do it this week some night. Yes, you all have a beautiful weekend. And my battery's gonna die. The 11th. The 11th. All right, let me look at my schedule and let me know what your schedule's like, Danielle. Okay, and then so we can let everybody know and maybe we could do that. That would be fun. All right, love you. Besitos.